Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting podcast. Sean Higgs coming out here on the 27th of February. I got Doug Upstone. Kyle Hunter making an appearance on the show today. I'll get the big Kyle here, old-time pal of mine. Probably Doug as well around sites for a long time. Welcome, Kyle. But first, like, share, subscribe, notification bell on so you know each and every day we come in here with our free picks. Today is an NBA video. We do college basketball. Soon enough, Major League Baseball, and the next thing you know, it'll be football videos again. It's right around the corner, believe it or not. It's a draft, the finals, and also it's a Hall of Fame game. It's August, and you're wondering you're worried about bowl games. It's going to go fast, so believe me.
You're not even bringing up the UFL. Come on. You're not even bringing up the UFL.
Fast. It goes fast. The time flies when you're having fun. Again, likes, subscribe, notification bell here on Winner Circle YouTube. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about these NBA picks for tonight. If you want our best bets, though, you head on over to gamblersworld.net, where us three gentlemen and 10 other top handicappers give you our best plays. Whether it's a single game, a three-pack, we got you covered here. NBA, college hoops, NHL, all sports included. We got a leaderboard to see how everybody's doing. 3 738 packages are guaranteed. We show you a profit over that time, or we credit you back. You can use the same guy, or, want to go somewhere else. Go somewhere else who's hot. Again, yesterday, 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, entire seasons. You know how everybody's doing. Kyle's got some college basketball up. Go get Kyle. He's on a nice little run in his college basketball. A little more selective in his size-wise compared to what I throw out. His month is my week, basically, but we all do it different. We got Doug here, hockey, 62% leader, percentage-wise, win-wise. He's right up there in the hockey leader. So we got you covered there. NHL for Doug tonight. He's got some college hoops. Kyle's got college hoops. I got college hoops. Go get it. All access pass, $69.99. And, of course, I'm hyping the college basketball because March Madness starts on Sunday. You might not call it the Madness because it's a Sun, but the tournaments do start. A tournament starts, I should say, on Sunday in the Atlantic Sun. All right, enough of my little rambling here. Doug, I put you on hold because I got Kyle Hunter here, first time with us on the show. We screwed it out Chipper. We had Chip. I said, and Kyle's like, hey, I can do videos today. Kyle's been on the site. He does other videos. He does other things as well. But I'm glad to have you, Kyle. Good to see you, my friend. It's been actually not really a minute because we did a little spaces the other day. But how are things? Tell the folks who first time finding you or seeing you a little about yourself here and what you got going on? What do you like to do?
Yeah, guys, it's good to be here. Good to be on here with two of my friends from the industry, Doug and Sean. I got to tell you, I don't know why I came on an NBA day first instead of a college basketball day. That does seem a little backwards to me. I'm definitely a college basketball guy first, but NBA, I've done fine. I'm just really low volume. College basketball, Sean, years ago, I had the same strategy as you. I'd have 20-some games on a Saturday. People were like, oh, my gosh, what are you doing? I kind of have evolved into a lower volume guy. But I will say this. I'll have some more volume coming back when it's conference tournaments and March Madness. So I do like that time of the year a lot. And, Sean, those conference tournaments are just as fun as March Madness in a lot of ways. You got games all day, tons of action going on. That's a lot of fun. So, yeah, it's been a good run here of late for me. 32-13 the last 45 plays, so I can't complain about that. I always say if I win, I say if I lose, transparent, honest all the time, obviously. It's been a good year. Looking forward to try to keep that going, and looking forward to talking about some of these games here today with you guys.
Yeah, we got you on an NBA day, which is it's a little bit odd, but we'll have you for college hoops as we move forward to tournaments. And like I say, your college hoops. I mean, I remember a couple years in a row, your totals were just like ridiculous. Like you were just. I don't know if you're still on the big total wagon. Kyle was like the best total. I put on like this guy's total is just ridiculous. Oh, it's open at 141. Next thing you know, it's like 154. You're like, what the hell? Good.
Not quite that much, but yeah.
Come on. I'll toot your horn a little bit there, man. You were those totals. I was like, man, this guy's just nonstop, and you're still winning. So you do a good job. You don't last as long as we've been lasting. If you're trucking up a bunch of losers year in and year out, but True. Good to have Kyle. We'll definitely be here. It's tournament time coming, and I definitely want to do a couple more little things with that. So Kyle be reaching out to some tournament action. He loves his college hoops. And, of course, we got our old standby on our Thursday, our regular He's just a little guy like, oh, it's just Doug. You see all the time. But Doug, how you doing, Mr. Hockey? I know you're excited hockey's back off their little layoff because you're crushing hockey. But I know you're excited about baseball as well. You go to your games on Monday, and we're going to be doing a little baseball stuff, getting into gear soon enough here with some predictions for each division and stuff. But how was the night? How was your day looking? And what do you got on tap for everybody here at Gamblers World?
Yeah, well, I got a couple of hockey games going tonight, as a matter of fact. Like you said, it's been a fantastic run in hockey. The number one percentage here at the site for the season. Not big, well, like both of you guys, not big in terms of the size of the wager, so to speak, but just looking to put out winners. And that's exactly what we've been doing all season long. It amazes me still now that I actually started 0-4 in hockey. So it just was just one of those things. But so that's been good. And nowhere in either of your two's league in terms of college basketball this season, but starting to see the light a little bit here again. Went through kind of a rough patch, but 6-3 in the last 9 on that one, and had a easy winner with Loyola Chicago last night. So that was strong. And I actually have a Horizon League game of the month going tonight. So I'm locked and loaded for that baby, and see if we can deliver on that one too.
I know Kyle's a Horizon guy. It's like we're up his alley, these little mid-majors. That's where you strike, where the iron is hot, as they say, those little guys. Real fast before we get to NBA, for college basketball, I saw someone saying like, "Oh, there's not value in these little things." I disagree. I think they're kind of always off a little bit compared to your bigger schools. I think any smaller school, you're going to find a little bit better of an edge than your Dukes, Kentuckys, and the like. Whether it's college football or college basketball, I think the small ones, you could always kind of maybe listen. All it comes down to is a point or a half point, or what you think's better free throw shooting team, or this and that, turnovers. I think not that it can be beaten, but I think there's definitely edges in your Horizons and Sunbelts and the like there. But
absolutely, definitely,
we're talking NBA. Go ahead.
Let me add real quick. Some of these people have been like, Kyle, where are you from? You're always picking these Big West, Big Sky games. This is crazy. You must be out west. I'm like, no, I just picked the random small games that nobody else gives a crap about. And then, when somebody asks me about North Carolina and Duke, I'm always like, I pass. I've got nothing on that one. So I think, we're just looking for the smallest of edges everywhere. The odds makers are good at their job. So we got to find them wherever we can. I think those under the radar games are the best chances.
Yep, absolutely. Now, NBA under the radar games, probably not as likely to find. Like the NFL, you got a certain amount of games, little more games than the NFL, but NBA, I got to say, folks, we are 27-33 with our free picks here. Not the best. College basketball, 31-21. NBA, we're working. It's difficult. We had a game here for Kyle lined up, and this morning he's like, hey, man, let's just switch this game because we got Anthony Richardson, the best guy on the team, might not play. We'll switch it out. We got Golden State, Orlando. We got Denver, Milwaukee, Suns, and the Pelicans. Some ugliness here. Ugly. It's bad enough tuning in. You got to look at my face, and then you got to roll out with some teams like the Pelicans that have 4 wins on the road. But we'll do our best here. We'll start with you, Doug. Here, Denver and Milwaukee. Let's start with the cream of the crop. We got the best matchup probably here. We got a couple MVP guys and Joker and Gianni here. Denver a 4-point fave, total of 240.5. This was up from 2. Listen. Denver to me is a team I'm like, are they good still? I don't like the bench. I look up, they've won 9 of 10, and they just keep winning games, and it's after the All-Star break. Here we come. Let's get our rhythm going. We got to make our little push here to the playoffs. Are they covering the 4 here? You're going to look to the home dog? What's your thought on this one here? Maybe a total?
I think the numbers makes it tough. As I mentioned Monday, I'm on Denver these days. Generally speaking, like I say, in this case, not this game necessarily, but if for a future wager to win the NBA championship, okay, or at the very least win the West, I like Denver a lot. Okay, to get the job done in this instance, because they're healthy now. Like you mentioned, their bench has not been great, but their coaches figured out and kind of found some rhythm. Okay, off the bench, and whereas you need 9 or 10 guys in the regular season, you only need 8 for the playoffs by and large. So that's a different deal. As far as this game though, I'm going to be looking at the under on this one, the under 240, and the reason that I am is that when a team like Denver has played 4 or less games in 10 days that are winning 60 to 75% of their games, playing a team with a winning record, they're 54-18 under on that one. The Bucks defense in their last 5 games has only given up an average of 105 points per game. So their defense tends to, cycle up and cycle down. So right now they're in a better groove on this one. So I think, not to say it won't be close. I wouldn't be at all surprised if this is 235 to 237 in case as far as the total goes. But I do like the under. And seeing that Kyle's here, I also brought gifts. Okay. So I'll throw in one more. Okay. On this one, Giannis plays tonight. Okay. His over under for points is 29.5 going into this one. In this 4 games that he's come back from the calf injury, he scored 27 or fewer points. But in those games, the first 2, he played less than 24 minutes, and then he's played 32 each of the last 2, still below his average. I think with a game like this with Denver at home, he's going to want to be in the action, and Denver gives up the 6th most points in the paint in the NBA. So I'm going to say take Giannis over 29.5 on a prop play.
Bonus bet there, player prop action, little Gianni over 29.5 points. Yeah, I'm looking at 27, 23, 18. But again, the minutes, not too many, 31, 32, 19. So a matchup like this with the Joker, he's going to want to come out and play. Official pick, though, we're going with a total under 240.5 here from Doug. Kyle, what are your thoughts? Any thoughts on this one here?
Yeah, I think this is a tough one, probably the toughest one of the 3 of the games, in my opinion. I'm going to lean toward Denver here if I have to take a side. Milwaukee off the loss kind of concerns me a little bit. I would have liked it better if they just won the last game. Denver, though, putting up 1.259 points per possession in their last 8 games. They've been well-oiled machine on offense. Curtis Blair is the main official here. Road teams are 524 and 434 against the spread in his career, so nearly 55%. Robinson, who's one of the other refs, the road teams are 55.7% against the spread. Now, I will say this. In the NBA, if you just look back the last 6, 8, 10 years, road teams against the spread have done pretty well. So it's not just the referee. I think home court advantage is a little bit overrated in most sports. But, Denver's played so well of late. You're not getting any kind of discount taking them. It's certainly not, screaming value play or anything like that. But I'm going to lean toward Jokic and his team to cover the spread here. I think they're the team that's in really good form. And like I said, Milwaukee off a loss. If they were off a big win, I'd like it even better. But Milwaukee's certainly a good team, but I don't think their upside's quite what Denver's is. So if Denver shows up here in top form, I'm going to lean here toward Denver.
All right, there you go. Kyle says he's going to lean a little Denver. Official pick for the game is the under, though. 240.5. That's Doug's free pick. Be sure you get his premium at gamblersworld.net. He's got a big game in a month and a horizon going. Go get it. And plus the hockey. 71. We got 77 wins on the ice, most on the site. Crushing it, 62%. Get some cold cash for you there. Now, some little hot cash, because we got Golden State here, who's won 6 of 7, playing pretty good for a team that started like 12-3 and then totally hit a wall. We're basically a 500 team until late. They're laying a, 4.5 here now against the Magic, 212. This line was 5 earlier, so it's come down a little tick here. The Magic, to me, Kyle, this is a team I like. They got some young guys. I thought they'd maybe kind of take a step forward. I guess being 500 is okay. We probably want a little more from them as a team overall, but are the Warriors good enough to be laying this 4.5? I don't think they are. This is not like 2017. This is an older team. I don't love the 4.5. I would lean Magic here. Total 212 looks low for NBA standards. Or teams shoot, 55 3-pointers going to be taken in this game. I mean, this game could be like 70-60 at the half with the way teams shoot 3-pointers. But that looks a little low to me. I see the low one at 220, 212 like that, or one of those like 250 like the other day. I automatically think unders and overs. But your game here, what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, the Magic were throttled 122 to 82 in their last game. Anytime you see something like that, I think 2 things are going to happen. One, people are going to bet on them as a bounce back. Usually teams have pride. You could probably predict a line move toward the Magic in a spot like this. They're at home. They just got embarrassed. Golden State, while they've looked better of late, certainly not amazing team. I think they're certainly better with Jimmy Butler, and they're better on defense than they were. If you look at just the last 8 games, Golden State's second in the NBA in defensive efficiency. If you look at season-to-date stats, Orlando's second in the NBA in season defensive efficiency for the season. So I think the Magic, if they have any pride, it's going to show up with defense here. So you look at Orlando's games at home compared to on the road this year. Their defense at home has been really good. They're 20-10 to the under in home games this year. That's first. They're first in the NBA in average total points below the posted total, 6.1 points below the total in their home games. So really, they haven't even been that close on average. They've been going under the total by a large amount. Now, Sean is making a fair point here. 212 is very low. The odds makers know that this should be a lower scoring game. I think the tempo will be pretty slow here. Orlando's second slowest in the NBA in pace of play. Golden State's 17th, so they're not really quick either, more toward the middle. I think that this Golden State team is now above average defensively, and Golden State offensively, not tremendous. They're not the well-oiled offensive machine that they were a few years ago. That's for sure. I think a nice little bonus is Courtney Kirkland, one of the refs in this game, one of the better under refs in the NBA, 570 and 514 to the under in his career. You guys know I like looking at those umpires and refs and stuff like that. So have to put those out there for the people. I think the Magic show some pride here in a game like this. I think this will be pretty close. You give up 122 and lose 122 to 82. If you don't show up with some defensive pride in the next game, you got some real problems. I think that they will show up here. I like the 20-10 record to the under in home games, and I think this one stays under 212.
So I thought you're doing there. Write it down. Under 212 here. Magic, Warriors, Kyle Hunter. His first official free pick here. Coming to the NBA. No less either. Under 212 for Kyle. Doug, what do you think on this one? You got anything?
Yeah, well, just real quick on this. I like it more what you guys are saying in terms of the side. I like the Magic for the first half, okay, more than I like anything else. But I'm just not sure about the game because you can say what you want about Golden State, older team, and stuff like that. But since he's there, they're 6-1 straight up and against the spread. Okay, they've scored 125 or more points in 5 of the 7 games Butler's played, and they're just covering basically almost everything. So they look really good. So I think that confidence, especially in the first game on the road, continues, and I don't have a problem giving the 5 with Golden State here.
Yeah, listen, he looks a little reinvigorated. The teams get a little adrenaline. You're bringing another veteran guy looking to chase a ring and stuff like that. It looked better for sure. The record.
And the other thing too is that they right now on the floor they got 3 high level IQ guys on the floor at the same time. And to me, not every team has that. I think we can all agree on that. So in terms of how it constructs itself, I think that's a real positive. I'm not saying Golden State. I'm not betting the game, but from a standpoint of doing a free pick on the show, I just like them better than where the Magic are right now.
There you go. Words on the Warriors. Official pick though. We're going under 212 from Kyle Hunter here. Again, this is his free pick in the NBA. Kyle's bread and butter, though. You normally college basketball when it comes to hoops. Definitely likes college hoops a little more than the NBA. He's got college basketball up right now, GamblersWorld.net, so go get it. You don't want to miss out on the premium picks here. One more to go here. The Pelicans catching 8 from the Suns. Out in Arizona. It hasn't rained. We're going to get to 3-time Scorpion Bite survivor Doug Upstone with his thoughts after I give out my pick on this one here. And, 4-24 on the road, 8-20 ATS for the Pellies. You know where I'm coming. I'm going to come right to this stinky dog. I'm going to take 8 points. The Suns team, to me, listen, they were trying to trade KD and Big Sulky. It's just like the team's gone into a funk. Like, hey, we're going to bring in Beal. We're going to do this. That was a failure last year. They bring in Jones to run the point, to distribute more. What an utter colossal failure. I got an over 49.5 win ticket. I might as well use it as toilet paper. This team, they might not even make the play-in game. They made the NBA made a play-in games for their old timers like this. Your KDs and the Floppies and Curry when you're sitting at 500. This clown can't even get a team to a play-in game. No way I'm laying points here with the Suns. They look terrible with their little road trip. No, thank you. Give me the 8 with a bad. They're just bad, the Pelicans, but you're giving me 8 points? Kyle, I'm taking 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one because guys 8-20 against the spread on the road, but the Suns are 8-18 against the spread at home. Yeah. I would just want to confirm somebody has to cover here, right? One of these teams are going to cover.
Hold on a second. They put an 8 out there, so you can get a push.
We could push. That would be the funniest thing of all if this ends up being a push. I will say the Pelicans are first in the NBA in tempo in the last 8 games. It kind of seems to me like it's like, YOLO, here we go. We're just going to do the best we can, have a little bit of fun. The Suns are 14th in tempo. The Suns are second to last in the NBA in defensive efficiency. Now, I don't think anybody thought the Suns were going to be a great defensive team, but they are really, really bad defensively. I think even the Pelicans can score quite a few points on them.
Yeah.
From the other side, the Suns, they haven't been fantastic offensively, but they have enough players offensively against a defense like the Pelicans. I would think they would score quite a few points. Now, I don't love taking an over at this number, but that's my lean in this game is over the total. I think this could be one of those really high scoring games. We've seen some of these lately where they get to 260 or 270, just ridiculous. I think this could be it. I don't know who's going to step up and play defense in this one, and I think the tempo is going to be back and forth very quick. So I will lean over the total in this game.
Over, why not? 151 to 148 last game for the Suns. So, maybe they don't even have the legs, and Pelly's just run it up in the third and into the fourth and put a 45-point up there. But Doug, you know what, Doug? Should I zip this down a little bit? Get a little.
You can't. You're more than. Yeah, there you go. See, there's nothing wrong with that.
I should get a little chain. Be like, hey,
I actually have one. I just don't wear it for the show. So
I didn't know wear my wedding ring.
I don't either. So
I got one. I got the wife. She's like, you never wear your wedding ring. It's on my desk.
I know that way you know right where it's at.
Yes.
New Orleans, they've won 3 of their last 4. But who did they beat? They played San Antonio with no Wemby twice. They beat them. They played the Kings in a exact revenge spot 2 days later. Okay, beat them. So they stink. We know that. And speaking of voters, the Phoenix Suns. Okay, 2-8, 2-9. Excuse me, against straight up 3-8 against the spread. Their last 11. The only thing missing is waving the white flag. Word on the street here, gentlemen, is that in the offseason, there's a lot of talk of trading both Durant and Beal to try and get some draft choices back for the franchise, with the idea then that lowers their salary cap, and then instead build the team around Booker. Okay, so the thought is, anyways, get rid of the general manager they have right now, build the team around Booker, and in 3 years, when he's still not that old at 30, okay, maybe then you got a team that can get into the top 6 in the West. So that's the talk, anyways, on this one. But speaking of Booker, this is my pick. His total is 27.5 points. He has scored 28 or more in 3 straight games. Pelicans are 28th in field goal percentage defense, 22nd in 3-point defense. Booker over 27.5 points.
Booker over 27. I love Doug coming in with the playoff props. And how about, would you think the Suns would be better if they would have kept on DeAndre Ayton and him together? Booker and him, instead of going out and try to bring in.
There had been a falling out with the head coach at the time and Ayton, and then the new owner just way too aggressive in trying to win immediately. I mean, it was a bad idea. Everybody knew it. I mean, so it's just, I agree. I think they need to start over, rebuild the team under Booker, and see what happens.
There you go. Inside from Arizona, from Doug. Listen, official pick here for me. The Pellies plus the 8, Pelicans plus 8, under 212 Warriors Magic, under 240.5 Denver Milwaukee. Those are your 3 NBA picks. Again, 27-33. I'm not going to lie about our record here, because when I tell you to go to gamblersworld.net and you see the premium records of things, win or lose, we got you covered here. I know we want to win. You want to win the free picks. It's like, I'm not going to buy your premium picks if you're a free pick. Listen, it just works out weird like that. It does. Sometimes they're winning. Sometimes and college hoops, 31-21. It's just the way the water goes, all right? Premium stuff, though, that is no doubters. None of us own this site. We're on it. The lines come in somewhere else. We go and flip things around. You see the plays are all listed. You see how we've all bet the last month. They're all right there. You see how we tend to bet. Kyle's got college basketball up. Doug's got college basketball and NHL. I got college basketball 3-pack up today. Get on board today. Make a little money. Save a little money on a 3-7 and 30-day package. Maybe you want the March Madness package, $2.99 all the way through the championship game. You'll get plenty of games. Even from Kyle and Doug, they might not put out huge volumes. Guys are going to be putting out games in tournament time. That's just the way it is. More selective, but the games are sharper. You'll get plenty of action from us three or any capper. March Madness package is the way to go, $2.99. That's a great deal. That'll probably come out to like $10 a pick for most guys. So not going to beat that deal there. But, gentlemen, Kyle, good to see you. Hopefully we get some more videos and definitely college basketball coming up because we got tourneys this week coming up. So maybe we'll do some extra video or something. We'll talk to the bosses, the powers that be, about getting some extra tournament stuff up for that stuff. But, Doug, good seeing you. I forgot to get in the 3-time Scorpion Bite Survivor early in the show, but I did have it written down. I thought that was pretty funny. We talked about that on Monday after. That's fun. Stay away from the scorpions. Stay away from the snow out there in the Midwest or bobcats. I don't know what you got out by your house there. There's probably some wild animals there. Be safe. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow with our Free-for-All Friday Live. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.